Hey there, it's Coffee with the Goose. I talk about things that are interesting, fascinating, and irritating. Got some big news. It's not really news. It may be to some people, but not to me because I expected this all along. Yes, Manny Pacquiao is coming back to fight for real. He just made the announcement. By the way, I'm in the Philippines for my father-in-law's funeral. We laid him to rest yesterday, I believe, so God rest his soul. But now we're, enjoying the weather and the family and getting ready for the birthday of my wife, Raquel. So we're enjoying it. I'm kind of sunburned here already. But we're talking boxing. And, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Remember, after Manny Pacquiao lost to Yordenis Ugas last year, he announced his retirement, and I said right away, immediately after he announced his retirement, that no, it's not going to happen. He's not going to stay retired for several reasons. Number one, that's not how he rolls. That's not how he lives. He lives as a fighter. His whole life he's been fighting, and he loves the attention. He loves the challenge. And he's back in the ring, okay? Now, he's got an exhibition fight, if that's what you want to call it, in Korea against DKU or whatever his name is, but that's just an exhibition. I'm not really interested in that. What I'm interested in is real boxing. And, of course, Manny Pacquiao is one of the greatest pound-for-pound, maybe the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the history of the sport, 8-division world champion. And the story surrounding his last fight, the loss to Ugas, it was kind of mysterious, kind of, dare I say, some corruption was going on with that eye injury to Errol Spence Jr. and then to the would-be opponent of Yordenis Ugas just a couple hours later in training. Come on now. And Yordenis was scheduled to fight in the undercard, so then he fought Pacquiao and beat him fair and square. Like Yordenis Ugas. He went on to fight, was it Spence or was it Crawford, and lost. I believe it was Spence. But I was of the opinion last year, and Pacquiao and company was nice enough to invite me into their camp, and I got to interview everybody and cover that, and I'm so grateful. But, I knew, or at least I had a good feeling, that he was going to beat Errol Spence Jr. And a lot of people thought the same way. Even though Pacquiao is getting along in years, I think he's 43, going to be 44 here pretty soon. But he's still, and I've said this before, at the top of one of the best welterweights in the business. He's fully capable of beating anybody in the game right now, whether it be Errol Spence Jr. or Terrence Crawford. And he's also said that he's surprised, as are many people, including myself, why, even though they've talked a lot of trash back and forth, Spence and Crawford haven't fought yet. They've been talking about it a long time, for years, and for some reason it hasn't happened. I don't know why. That would be a great fight. They're both undefeated champions in their prime. But anyhow, Pacquiao is back. He's announced that he is going to fight again. And I expected this. I'm not surprised. I'm happy to hear that news. And he says he wants to fight, of course, one of the champions, that is Spence or Terrence Crawford. Now, do you think he can stand, toe-to-toe with either of these guys and not just compete with them, but beat them? I think he can. But anyhow, that's down the road. That's something we'll report on later when some kind of announcement is made for a fight. But Manny Pacquiao, number one, he was going to fight again. You did, because he's one of the greatest, and he also craves the challenge. He's always fought the best in the business and beat the best in the business on most occasions. And you knew that if he came back out of retirement, that he was going to fight one of the champions, because that's what he does. He doesn't fight schmucks. That's not, he's not like that. He gives the fans all of their money's worth. So we'll hear more very, very soon after this exhibition fight in Korea. I suspect in the next, give it a month or two, you'll hear rumblings, you'll hear talk about a potential fight with Pacquiao and one of the champions, be it Spence or Crawford. And then then the anticipation will begin, the excitement about a potential fight, a potential championship bout with Manny Pacquiao will come to light. So there you go. We're going to leave it at that for now. I'm enjoying our vacation in the Philippines. We're here in Cebu, enjoying our time right now at a resort with family and good food and swimming and sunshine and all of that. It's great. We love the Philippines. And again, my wife's birthday is coming up in less than a week, so that's going to be a great time. So there you have it. Manny Pacquiao has announced he's returning to boxing. Let me know what you think. I love to read your comments. Tell me if you're excited as I am, and do you think he can get in the ring with these young bucks, these young champions, and compete with them? Let me know what you have to say. All right, that's it for this edition of Coffee with the Goose. Thanks so much for watching again, and we will talk to you again soon.